All right, good morning, everybody. Eddie the Block here of the Relic Extractors, along with my buddy Tony right here behind me. We're in the Epic Dump today, and way in the back. Um, so I was going to start a new hole today, but I was talking to Gene last night. He reminded me that he's opened this hole up right here. So that's where I'm going to hit into and open it up, keep it open. And Tony's over here where Gene was a couple months ago. And so, yeah, we're going to get into it. It's a nice, cool morning, not humid. Some cooler air and some rain came through. It's probably about 65 degrees right now. And it's nice and shady back here. So we don't really have to worry about too much sun coming through here, especially since, the canopy's all filled up with leaves and everything. So, all right, we're going to get going. And as soon as the bottles start popping, we'll get back at you. So stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, a couple things here as I'm cleaning out. I'm getting a little bit lower than what Gene was, or where he left off, where he was. Where you is. Check out this melted thing here. Look at the pattern on that. Almost like a tree. Reminiscent of like a tip of canoe with the wood grain on it. So looks to be milk glass, whatever it was, cylinder. That would have been something different. And then we got a consolidated fruit jar insert right there. And then this slightly melted and wonky Gordon's gin, one of the newer ones, like, late teens, maybe early 20s. I don't know, the top seems to be applied, but it is one of the newer versions. It's not the square, it's got the rounded front on it. So that's what we got so far, just cleaning out. Now, I think I had explained it in a previous video. This right here, this reddish, is all like disintegrated brick, reminiscent of, being torched and flamed. So hence the melted bottles in here. But to get below that is where the other goodies are. So I'm going to clean this out, maybe as far back as where I'm standing right here, and then just plunge down and then go in, and we'll see what else comes out. So that's where we're at right now, and we'll get back at you. Stay tuned. Check what I just popped out, guys. Sinking the shovel in and prying up. I just popped out this nice little stoneware whiskey jug. Check that out.
Oh, nice.
Nice little, I can't tell if it's...
It says something on it.
I don't know if it does or not. No, it's just a...
Look on the other side. That's one of those Irish whiskey.
Yeah, it's like a flagon, yeah, kind of.
It's cool, though.
Two-tone.
Nice.
Yeah, it was right here.
Oh,
I was just chopping this down, and I seen the base.
Wow.
I popped it right out.
That's a neat one.
Nice little stoneware.
Ladies
Nice start to the day.
3D effect.
Yeah, just zooming in on them. So there you go. First awesome keeper of the day.
Cool.
All right, guys, we'll get back at you. Stay tuned for some more. Okay, so I got to clean this out. I kind of hit a hard spot here, and I think I know what it is because I just pulled out this big chunk of marble. About 1.5 inches thick. So I'm thinking there's like a marble chunk of countertop or something like that in this particular spot, because no matter how I try and get around it, I just hit solid like this. So I'm thinking this is a piece that just broke off of whatever else is in here. So I'm looking at probably 20 minutes at least to see what and how big it is. So stay tuned, guys, and we'll get back. All right, seems to be protocol for stuff breaking off on me lately. But it's a good thing it happened now before I got too far into it here. Just a little bit of this loose stuff right here came off, and that's why. It's a big old like chimney block in there, so better to get that out of the way now. And I got to cut back some of these roots here. They're kind of precluding me from, going straight into the wall and then down. So this, a little bit of work here, about a half-hour clean out, but I got to get that out of there first. Just me stabbing the fork in the ground, everything is shaking this kind of loose. So a lot of this that's on top right here, like I said, was pushed over the bank. So I mean, it's kind of packed it down, but it's still considered what I would call loose fill. So going down and then straight in, you got to be careful with that looser substrate here on top. So short dig today anyway, but I'm glad I got the stoneware to start with. So that's a cool find for the day, and if nothing else, I'll consider it a day maker. So taking a little bit of a break here, gonna slug down some water. I do have a couple other notables over here. So there's all that marble that I was telling you about when I pulled that one piece out earlier. There's about 10 pieces there. Heavily melted bottle. So that's shot. This stoneware bowl here would have been nice. It's got some type of pattern on it. Almost looks to be Celtic. I'm not positive. It's hard to tell. Too much of it's broken off. Then the shave mug came out. Broken handle. Almost looks Egyptian. Looks like the guy's got a beard. So it's some type of shave mug. And then so the stoneware is holding up in this very well. This red heat here from the bricks. There's a melted Mason's patent. It's got the November patent date on the bottom of it here. It's just all warped. So that was a jar that got melted up. Another Gordon's gin. That's all melted and broken. And what do I got here? Like probably a med or a bitter style broken shard. So that's about it. It's like I said, this red rusty stuff was brick that got disintegrated, so that takes a lot of heat to do that. So but getting below it is where you really want to be. And I remember digging this a few years back with my buddy Jimbo, and it was wet and it was heavy, and in an hour I was just like totally whooped. So at least it's dry and relatively easy to move. So I'm gonna get that out of here first. That's my next order of business, and then we're gonna carry on, and we'll see what else comes out. All right, guys, stay tuned. All right, before I hop back into it, let's go see how Tony's making out here. Hop over all this stuff. It's rough walking on the hillside, that's for sure. Ugh. Let's see what he's got going on. Can't even stand. All right, let's see. What you got, Tony? Anything yet? Just that stoneware so far, and a bunch of marble.
Nothing. I got that and that. But that's crap. It's like the 3-piece mold. And then that one of those.
Oh, marmalade jar.
Yeah.
Oh, nice Dundees.
Yeah.
There you go.
But that's great, man. This thing is hard as cement too.
Yeah.
I think I gotta get under this.
Those marmalade jars are always nice to find, though.
Yeah. I got a ton of them though.
There you see Tony working into the wall there.
Yep. Just gotta watch that up there.
Yeah, this whole corner.
Yeah. So I'll see if I can
Tony be pushing daisies.
get deeper.
Yeah, you got to get below that red stuff there.
Yeah. That's like soft stuff.
That's kind of like where I'm at right now. I'm pulling out chunks of marble.
Yeah.
So.
Tough, man.
All right, guys. So Tony's going to keep plugging away. I'm going to go over and start cleaning out. I think this is that amber pizzos here that Gene left.
Those are nice. Big lot of amber.
Yep, it is. I'm going to take that. He said he left it the last time he was here. A little amber pizzos with like a snap cap on it. We'll take that. The ambers are actually the harder color to find.
That last time I was in here, I threw it in for nothing. I didn't want it. It's too early for me. I got that medicine in the square, but it doesn't say anything.
Yeah, big slick med right there. So, all right, well, I'm going to go back and cut some roots out of my way, and we'll get back at you guys if anything pops out. So stay tuned. Look at that pile.
We gotta get that gold.
Yep, guys, this disintegrated brick was so hot. It's like, excuse me, glass doesn't fare too well. And I've come to the conclusion that what I thought was milk glass before was actually aqua glass, and it's just turned white from getting so hot. I just had something roll out right there. Can you guys make it out? Had a nice cobalt eye wash cup just rolled out of the hole up here. Came right out of here and just rolled right here. Look at that, cobalt eye wash cup paneled, and you can tell it was heated up a little bit. Look how wonky it is. That's wonky from the, I mean, it's still in really good shape. It's just a little warped, so to speak, but there's no damage on it other than it getting a little heated up. So a nice little cobalt eye wash cup. Second decent find of the day, and we're gonna get back at it. Seems like anything below here is all marble. I can't even go any deeper, so I'm going to try and stay around the upper edge of this here, and I'm going to have to widen it out. I just got to watch this doesn't come down, and then clean it out a little bit in case Gene decides to come during the week. I don't want to leave him hanging too bad. So, all right, stay tuned, guys. We will be back. Alright, guys, I got what looks to be a bitter quell mineral water sticking out of the wall right here. If you guys can see it, take a close look before I zoom in on it. Right there. So we're going to see if I can wiggle it out. Without too much effort or too much compromise. And it's the one with the K on the bottom of it. Same stuff. Different maker. That's a nice little auction bottle. Well, not so little, but nice auction bottle. So there's another one for the bag. $18.90s. All right, stay tuned. Well, guys, I just hit a pocket over here to the right. Looks to be a milk bottle right there sticking out. Just widening it up as I'm going. Like I said, below this red stuff, everything's just way too roached and broken as far as glass goes, as is indicative of these. I'll get to those in a second. So I'm trying to at least get to this corner and get this all out and down to where this red layer is. So anything essentially to the side of it here a little bit and above it, you know, is okay, I guess, if that's what you want to say. This bottle is going to end up being my nemesis. The other one I dug up towards the front of the dump last year was the one that was broken. It's the Kickapoo Sagwa Stomach, Liver, and Kidney Renovator. I guess it's a crier, but I'm going to take it because it's whole. Other than it being warped from the heat, there's no other damage on it, shockingly enough. So it's the closest thing to a whole one I have. I am going to repair the other one eventually. I keep saying it, and it's been sitting. Excuse me, it's the dust today. Whew. I'll get to it sooner or later. So, yep, Kickapoo, Sagwa, stomach, liver, and kidney renovator. Kickapoo Indian. I know it's out of Connecticut. I know that. Let me see what it says here. Kickapoo Indian Medicine Company, and I think it's New Britain, Connecticut. No, Clintonville, Connecticut. Okay. So, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I mean, it is a novelty piece. So, put that one there. And then this really, really warped and roached McMonigal and Rogers druggist out of Middletown. That was just a little bit too far gone. Don't mind Mr. Ant there. You can barely see the embossing on it. It's so roached. And this is what I'm talking about. This was aqua glass. It's from so much heat, it's like chalk, and it's white. So that wasn't milk glass before. You can see it right here. This was a jar, actually, and I did pull out a base of another Mason's patent or something. But let's see if this milk, or what, at least it looks like a milk. Let's see if this is loose enough to pull out. Actually, I think it's a champagne. Now that I felt the kick up. Yeah, big old champagne. So they make it. They last the heat, right? All the good stuff gets twisted and warped and melted. And I think there's another one in there too. Let's take a look. Let's toss this up out of here. Is this a bottle here? There's something right here too. That's broken and warped. Yeah, see, that's aqua. See how it's turning white? It was turning white from the heat. Is there anything on the base here? Let me see. 1912, so it was probably Hinchliff Brewing out of Patterson. I can barely see it. That's indicative with that large 1912 base on it there. So yeah, twisted and hot for sure. A lot of glass laying right in there. So I'm going to work this corner out, and we'll see what we get. All right, stay tuned. Whew. Just got done shoveling out about 100 pounds of this like window pane glass here. This little bugger came out. It's ceramic. I don't know what they were for. Probably some type of insulation. But they make great little marble stands. Like 3 little feet on them. You can put a nice toe breaker on that. So I'll bring that back and clean it up. Put a marble with it. And speaking of marble stands, this top will be coming to you, Gene. Nice amber. That'll be a nice footed base right there. And cut it about halfway up. Make a real nice marble stand out of that. So we'll put that in that shave cup with that. And I got a bottle in here, so let's see what it is and if it's melted or what. It seems to be probably a round bottom, a ballast bottle or something. Yeah. Let's see if this one's embossed. Probably not. There usually aren't in here. No, just a slick, round ballast bottle. But at least it's not melted. So yeah, just continuing to work the right corner here. Follow the glass, you know. So that's what I'm doing right now. And stay tuned. We'll see what else comes out. Still working to the right, almost behind me here. Knocking this whole thing out. I think I better stop making myself cry today. I think it's just coming with the territory. It seems the darker color glass, like the green, like the champagne bottles, and like the emerald green and forest green, like sodas, weren't really affected by the heat. But the amber and the aqua glass is like toast. So let's get ready for another crier. Are you ready? Lashes, kidney and liver bitters, top broken off. If it wasn't for that, it really wasn't the heat. It's got a little bit of warpage to it right here where it probably rested on a hot spot, but I'm not sure what to do with that. Not sure what to do with that. I mean, you can't even really cut it down. I mean, you might be able to cut it down and lose the word lashes and go straight across. And then just have kidney and liver bitters and make like a pencil holder out of it. Well, another crier for the day. I think it's going to be more of the same in this here, but you never know. We might get lucky. Glass is popping. That's all I know. So I'm going to keep going, persevere. Maybe we'll get another one without any damage. If it's slightly warped, so be it. As long as the top is not knocked off it. So we'll put that aside and let's move forward. See you in a bit. All right, guys. Tony just came walking over. He goes, "Yeah, I don't know what you can do with this, but you can have it." And I said, "Heck yeah, I'll take it. I'll put some electrolysis on this puppy." It does have some damage, but I sold a couple door pushers like this that I dug out of here up front. Nice porcelain enameled Duke's Mixture tobacco sign. Check that out. He just pulled out. Awesome. Even with it being roached, man. I mean, the door pushers, I sold one. They're like half the size. So 2 door pushers would equal about the size of this right here. And I sold one pretty much roached just like this for like 90 bucks. So I'm thinking I could get at least that once it's cleaned up for this alone. They're tough. The Duke's Mixtures are tough. There's all different variants of them and stuff. So definitely roached and all. I'll let it soak for a while, then let it dry out, let some of that rust just come off all on its own, and we'll do some electrolysis on it, and it'll clean a lot of the other stuff off of it, and we'll see what we got. It's a process, though, so it may take a couple months before you see this thing all cleaned up. All right, guys, we'll get back. Nice job, Tony, and thanks for the gift. All right, guys, just popped out this nice little Valentine's meat juice. And look, you can see what happens to amber glass when it gets hot before it starts melting. So she got a hot spot on the back of her. Other than that, no damage. That's pretty cool looking, though, actually. I'll be sure to be careful when I'm cleaning that, too, to not put it in too cold of water. That might just flash it and break it. So, neat little Valentine's meat juice. That might be for you, Mike Briggs. Stay tuned, guys. As I was saying, today is probably going to be a day of criers all day long in this stuff. Between melted and broken stuff. Pulled out this nice looking coffin flask. And I may have kept it if it wasn't cracked. Look at this warpy thing. I mean, they're usually pretty thin to begin with, but this one's cracked. You can see a big crack there. Crack on the other side, crack on the heel. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. All right, we'll see you back. All right, nothing to cry about, but it would have been a keeper if it wasn't cracked. Nice stout little glycothymoline. Can't see if it's white ultimatum or not on the base. Let me see here. Not that it matters. Can't really make it out. K and O Company. K and O Company. I'm going to have to look at my maker's mark list for that. Never heard of that maker. But would have been a nice little find. But right there you can see that crack right up the back shoulder up into the neck there. So she's a tosser. See you in a bit. Alright. That's getting ready to go right here. I'm just watching it a little bit here or there. So I only got about another half an hour or so anyway before we got to pull out. This is all stuff, like I said, that was pushed over the bank from up top. So I mean, you know, there could be bottles in it. That's the thing. A lot of melted stuff though, like I said. Check these jars out. Melted ball jar here. Melted 3L ball mason here, shoulder seal. So that's all in that red rusty disintegrated brick. But there is stuff up on, above it. I didn't find too much below it. I was hitting glass, so I was following it over here to the right, and she's starting to do the trickle. That's what happened to me up front there on the last video that I did from the Epic here. Felt that little trickle on the back of my neck, and I got out just in time. So I'm probably going to stand up and probably just help it down a little bit, and before my feet get buried. That's what I'm talking about right there. So, all right, guys, let me shut you off, and let me get to what I got to do here. We'll catch up with you in a bit. All right, guys, that was it for me and Tony. So we're going to go check out to see if Cugino's is open for some nice hot pizza. And it is Monday. They may be closed, but we're hoping that they're open. And not sure. Probably not going to have an auction tomorrow since I got to invoice all you guys for shipping. Just got really busy with Annie's show this weekend. So I think I'm probably going to take the night off on Tuesday and get everybody caught up. So that's what I'm going to have to do. That's what I'm going to have to do. Maybe later on in the week we'll do something. We'll see what happens. And thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. See you later.